Encaustic Artist Andrea Bird of waxworksencaustics.com demonstrates for workshop students how to use 3 encaustic fusing tools: the blowtorch, the heat gun, and the iron.
The rule with encaustic is that every time you put on a layer of paint, you need to fuse it, right, with one of the tools. It has to be fused to the substrate, and then each layer has to be fused to the subsequent layer, right? It's the only rule I can really think of with encaustic that you can't break. Well, and the blowtorch is you have to be careful with it, common sense precautions and so on. But, it's a great tool because it's really fast for encaustic. So I'll show you, this is my favorite head on a blowtorch because I've tried lots of different ones. I just find it portable, it works well, and you're able to adjust the flame. Hear the propane coming out, and then you press the button, and that's it, right? You don't have to keep pressing the button, and then you can adjust the flame. Everyone's scared of this. Just be aware of that you're not chatting with your partner when you light it, or when we get into collage, that you're not going to ignite a pile of collage materials, because I've done both those things. But so it's once you get the hang of it, you'll find that it's a really great tool, and then you want to keep it moving over the surface when you fuse, right? So it's kind of like you want to keep it going back and forth, and it's very hot. It's 2,500 degrees, so you want to be careful not to touch this. But the wax will take a minute or two to harden before I can put the next layer on. The blowtorch tends to kind of liquefy everything and make it want to blend together, and it's fairly smooth when you're done. The heat gun allows you to maintain texture. It's a really hot hair dryer. I tried a hair dryer, it doesn't work, and as long as it glistens, you'll get the hang of it. You'll be able to tell when it glistens. Then it's fused to the layer below, and that's what's really important to do with each layer that you build up, that it's fused to the one below. The iron wants, like I said earlier, it wants to push things down into low spots. So when you go to turn on your iron, you want to have it on low. And I'll make of paper towels in your workplace so that you can clean it off. You want to clean your iron off regularly. So if I was going to fuse this with my iron, I would go the same direction as the brush strokes. If I go this way, what it's going to do is it's going to mix all those colors together. Went over the whole area with the iron. So you can see what the iron did there. In between where there was nothing, it pushed the red down into the low spots. This is the stick, the actual stick in the wax. This is what the stick left in the wax. So the stick was pushed in with the iron and then pulled out. And then I put the white on top and then ironed over it and then just cleaned up the edges. And over here I put a yellow in. So I'll just kind of pass that around. You can get a sense of what the iron does. It just wants to push the paint into the low spots of whatever it is you've made. You could draw anything in the wax and then put another contrasting color on top, swipe the iron over it, and it wants to push it down into those spots. So each tool kind of, as you get used to it, you kind of think, well, what would make sense here? If I want to maintain texture, then I'm going to go with the heat gun. If I want to, really get smooth and push things around a bit, I'm going to use the blowtorch. And if I want to push things down low or get flat, I would use the iron. So I end up using all 3 tools, all the time, depending on what it is I want to do.
Visit waxworksencaustics.com for more encaustic tips, to find out about workshops with Andrea Bird, or to purchase encaustic fusing tools and supplies.